Game 7, Boston trails by 2. It's been a battle all night, and for many in this building, this feels like the end. But Leroy and Cerrone, they've been here before. Leroy lurking, eyes locked in, and oh, he pulls it loose. He's got the steal with 5 seconds left. He looks up, finds Cerrone. Cerrone catches, steps into it. A 3 for the win. He hit it. Cerrone from downtown. Leroy to Cerrone. They have done it again. They've done it.
On a beautiful Saturday so far. I don't know if it's going to remain that way because the weather here, it changes like, I forget what day of the week it was last week. Cerrone, it was 70s at one point, and then within 30 minutes, it was like in the 40s. Like I got caught outside in a T-shirt trying to be cute and got caught up.
I saw a weather forecast. It showed the entire country was 85 to 90 degrees, including parts of Vermont. And Boston was 46.
The devil is a lie. I rebuke this cold weather.
Frozen.
My God.
Anyways,
Anyways,
it's 91 where I am.
oh, hush.
So,
Be quiet. You just, you know
it's a
what?
little warm.
You know what? Stop rubbing it in. Once again, it's the Leroy and Cerrone show. The number is 617-779-0985. Before we get started, and we got a lot to talk about. We haven't been on since, I guess, the forbidden thing that we're not supposed to talk about, or a lot of people feel we're not supposed to talk about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Vrabel and Rossini.
Y'all thought y'all were going to get away with this one.
Oh, we were
going to be on eventually.
Eventually. Also, the Celtics and Bruins are in the playoffs. The Red Sox, they did their thing last night. WrestleMania's going down. The Los Angeles, excuse me. Yeah, it is Los Angeles. Wait, no, it's Vegas. Wait, what are they now?
They are in Vegas.
They're Vegas. The Vegas Rams with perhaps one of the best promos in NFL draft history. It's out there. It's circulating. We're going to talk about that. We also got the players' call and so much more. But before we get into that, we got to do the music of the day. Now, this past Tuesday, I was blessed with the opportunity to go see the Michael movie. So it's very easy. Today's music is dedicated to the one and only MJ Michael Jackson. Shimon! Shimon now! I really hit that note, Cerrone.
You did. I caught that.
I keep telling my wife, man, she catches me singing around the house, and she's like, man, you can really sing. I said, I know. I can carry a tune, a little something, something.
Used to be in the tennis section back in the day. In front of the mic.
They put me wherever they needed help.
Oh, okay. Alto.
Altos are struggling. Leroy, can you get sopranos? Can't hit their notes. Leroy, can you show them? Yes, I can. And then they say, go get on the drums, man. They all said.
It's a true story. I've seen that.
Yeah, okay. I'm having fun. This is going to be a very, very fun day. Again, 617-779-0985 is the number. Cerrone, my son Jordan is here with me. I got to shout him out because he helped put.
He ain't online? Who Kyle playing against?
Well, see, here's what happened. He's running track for Lincoln Sudbury. Shout outs to them. And they had practice at 9:30 in the morning. So I had to drop him off. And, instead of going all the way back home, he came here with me. And he did contribute to the Michael Jackson list. And the only reason why I'm mentioning that is because he's a 17-year-old kid. And it shows you how much impact the artist Michael Jackson has had. Even being gone for, he died in 2009? Something like that.
What year was Jordan born?
Jordan was born in 2008. Every morning when he gets ready for school, he's listening to MJ. Mm-hmm. He is a true fan. I know, is it Kyle that's a really big fan?
Yes. Kyle is a fan of especially the older stuff, like the off-the-wall type stuff.
Oh, man.
He likes the older,
Well, Cerrone, if Kyle,
it's incredible.
If he still sleep for some odd reason, but you know how young people
He on the game. That's why I said I don't know who he's playing against. If Jordan's right there.
Tell him he needs to tune in, and tell him to tell his friends they need to tune in. Because when it comes to MJ, we got it on lock today. Believe that. The other thing I just want to mention really quick concerning my son, running track. He's a senior. Mm-hmm. He is he's the last. And so this is the last of me going to high school games of any kind. And it's tough. It's tough. I've always enjoyed it. I will always think back on these times fondly, from my daughter to my other two sons and now Jordan. The greatest time. This is why I always tell people who have young children, just enjoy it. A lot of people will come by and be like, oh, it's hell and it's so rough and you don't have a life and whatever. If you have the true ability to love outside of yourself, it's the greatest time period ever.
Mm-hmm.
So
embrace my daughter's doing the same. She's running track. She did volleyball. Now volleyball's coming up again for the town leagues and stuff like that. And yeah, you get tired having to do it afterward. It does wear you out, but it goes by fast. We were just talking now. She just started. It felt like she just started playing volleyball. And now she be next year, 8th grade, leading the way for the middle school team. And then she'd be on the high school team. So it's like just like that. She'd be in high school playing volleyball. So,
Lord.
Yeah, go by quick. And real quick, with your kids playing sports, wasn't it? Doobie was it Cover the Globe when they won the championship?
Yeah, Swampscott. I think he was some paper, but yeah, Doobie.
I think he was on the cover.
Doobie, who by the way was supposed to come in today to talk about the Bruins, but he didn't get back to me soon enough. He gonna hit me up an hour before the show and say, "Oh, so when is this going down?" I said, "Dude, it's an hour from now."
He's too busy. Doobie got too much going on. Always has.
Y'all, man, I should post pictures of him when he was like 2 and 3 and like legit was posing like he's the man.
Because he was.
We're having fun. Again, 617-779-0985 is the number. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back. Oh, no, you didn't, George. Are you playing Dirty Diana for a certain?
Oh,
George? You dirty dog. You rat. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Mike Vrabel. I don't want to say Dirty Diana because all this stuff is allegedly, but we got to talk about it, but a little bit deeper because I'm trying to understand something about speculation. Are we no longer talking?
Now, Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle. Leroy and Cerrone on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Zone.
Really need to recap the whole Vrabel, Diana Rossini, like the situation. I think everybody knows.
Everyone knows the details.
Everyone knows about it. Cerrone, for the record, even though these are allegations, as a married man, I was kind of disappointed with the whole situation. The pictures don't look right. My wife Tina would have my head. I don't know how I would go home and be able to explain that. However, at the same time, that doesn't mean that they are guilty of anything.
Man, I told her the other day, I said, you'd have saw my GPS and been like, ho. I thought you was on your way to the mountains. What you doing in that valley?
Oh, snap.
Long before that page 6 would have came out, She would already have my head on page 1.
And I think most people in relationships understand that. Again, it doesn't mean that
baby Leroy was there.
Yeah, I know. But we have to keep saying their allegations. But here's the part about this whole situation that has me very, very confused. There's been a portion of people, whether in the media or fans in general, who feel like no one should be talking about it or they can't talk about it. And that's the part that really, really has me confused, Cerrone, because I'm trying to understand. Wait, so are we saying that speculation is now something that we're just going to, push to the side and we ignore until we have facts? Is that what we're saying? Because if that's the case, Cerrone, I must have been in a different dimension for about the last 20 plus years, especially
at least in social media.
There it is. And I'm like, so many stories in sports, not all of them, but many start off with speculation and we eat it up and we talk about it and we go back and forth. I mean, are you trying to tell me that no longer should we say sources when it comes to sports? Should we just leave that because you don't want to speculate? You shouldn't be talking about speculations. I'm having a hard time trying to understand why this topic for so many is off limits.
It's with this case is a lot of people. You see it everywhere. It's like we don't know or people don't care. Personal matters shouldn't be talked. This is personal life. You've seen Shady McCoy was going off about this. It's a personal thing. What are we talking about it for? I'm like, yo, your podcast and platform exists because you talk about off the field stuff with athletes.
Yep.
It's nobody focuses on the field, on the court, whatever, ice, track, when it comes to these athletes 24/7. I wish we did. I honestly wish we did. But the reality is, we could just keep this with the New England Patriots. One of the main reasons people are questioning about Stephon Diggs was off the field stuff when it comes to women.
Yeah.
It's not the same situation with Vrabel, but it's different things that he's going. His court dates. We know these guys, court dates, when they go to court. Barmore, we got pictures of him in court. It's like, so we pick and choose when personal matters or things off the field, or stories. I talked to you the other day on the phone. Yo, we talked about Tom Brady and his trainer for years. Why do we care about the trainer? Who cares? And this is when they were winning. Like, who cares about the trainer? And this is always, and they kept coming back to chemistry with the team and the locker room. Okay, so it matters, and as the trainer matters, but not if a head coach might have some stuff that he got to deal with off the field. Allegations, whatever, personal stuff at home, it doesn't matter. They're human beings, and there's things they have to deal with when it comes to the locker room and the players, and they might have to address it or not address it, whatever, but it's there. We can't pick and choose when this should be a story or not. Because I tell you what, all the Patriot fans saying, don't talk about this is personal. If this were the Dallas Cowboys, from Jerry Jones down to the water boy, it would be a story and you'd be all on it and eating it up, retweeting and sharing like crazy. If this was the Steelers, if this was the Packers, if this was the Lakers and LeBron James, oh my God, you'd have a field day with it. But because it's back with your team that you love, not just love, but your team that was really good last year, that has a bright future and going places. You don't want to interrupt that. We had no problem with this when it was Bill Belichick and the young ladies he was dealing with.
True.
Why did we not have why did we jump on it with Bill? Because the team was a 4-win team. If they were 12-4, no, this is personal life. We see how we play with it. Depending on the record, we decide if it's a story or not.
Yep.
How good of the team is it? My coach? Is it my team? And we pick and choose. And it's like, yo, sometimes we got to call out wrong is wrong, or we're not going to address private matters
Period.
with any players, athletes, coaches, owners, anything in professional sports. No more from this day forward. I don't want to hear about Rashay Rice and his personal matters. I don't want to hear about Kelsey in his wedding. That should not be a story. Don't put the camera on Cardi B in the stands. We're not here to talk about personal matters with these athletes anymore and coaches and owners. Either we're going to discuss it or we're not going to discuss it across the board. You can't pick and choose which one we want to talk about and which ones we're going to just throw under the rug.
Let's go to Steve in the car. He wants to talk about Vrabel and the Rossini situation. Steve.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Good.
Good. I just got a couple of comments. You know, it's not just Vrabel and Forcini's husband and his. They're getting phone calls too. The husband and the wife, they're getting phone calls too. It's going to be a real stinker for them to have to put up with the phone calls. Hey, what's going on? Are you guys okay? Da 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 da. So it's really going to stink for those two. And lastly, if nothing's really going on, Vrabel really has to come out and say so, especially for her. She's probably getting a bunch of crap because of her position.
Appreciate it, Steve. I agree with him, too.
He's right. Yeah.
I know for me, I tried to put myself in their shoes. And I'm like, if pictures like that came out, me and I'm just going to say a coworker. I'm not going to say a reporter. Let's say it's a coworker. And I got my fingers intertwined with her and we're all close or whatever. And let's say, God as my witness, it was absolutely innocent. Let's just say it was. I know one of the things I would say is, you know what? I know it looks really, really bad. It really looks bad. And so I understand where the questions are coming from, but I assure you that nothing is going on. Yeah. And at the same time, after I would make those statements and go home, I couldn't sit there and act like, well, now no one's going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I would expect people to continue to talk about it. And again, Cerrone, I'm going back. That stuff, all the behind-the-scenes stuff and everything, okay, cool. We don't know what's really going on. My biggest beef is with the idea that speculation or anything like that, you don't touch it. Leave it alone. And I'm like, we've been touching on stuff without having the facts, with speculating for years.
Remember the Randy Moss? Was that 07?
Right before the Super Bowl, yes.
Right before the Super Bowl. It was there was a situation, and he was like, y'all going to laugh when you find out. Man, we talked about that forever. And you found out, it was like, oh, they were just messing around. Like, it was like you just don't – I mean, it's what we do in sports. It's why there's TMZ Sports. We're not on social media with these athletes because we want to see them on the court. No. We want to hear the team. We want to see what's going on. A lot of these reporters are names because Diana Rossini is a name because she gives you more than what's on the field. Her, Adam Schefter, Woj, all these reporters, they give you they're insiders. They give you the stuff off the field. They let you know how much money they're about to get paid, why they're not going somewhere, if they like to play in this city, that city, if there's issues with the head coach, if there was a fight in the locker room, they give us the tea. So how can we now flip it when there's somebody, when it's one of them caught up in it? Oh, no, we can't discuss it. She would have been discussing it if it was another reporter. You see what I'm saying? She would have reported on another reporter.
Didn't we just go through this with Joy?
Joy from FS1.
Yes. We went through this with Shannon Sharp.
Yes.
And it's like, wow. I mean, obviously those stories kind of develop some more. What I'm talking about is the initial speculation. And I just think it's hypocritical to turn around and say, well, with this situation, we need to leave it alone. No one's left speculation alone in a long time. Let's go to Josh in Austin. Josh.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Love the show as always. everyone at my job knows I'm a Patriots fan. They gave me a hard time about the Super Bowl. And we're in Texas, so we talk about the football, we talk about the NFL all the time. No one has brought this up to me yet. So, like, I know everyone says it's a story, especially outside of Boston. I'm not hearing it down here. Love the show, though.
That's interesting. I do know that we are in Boston. And so, I mean, it's being talked about. And sometimes you feel like you're getting shamed for even wanting to talk about. I'm sure we're going to get phone calls. We'll get messages saying, oh, I'm so disappointed in you and Cerrone for talking about this situation. It's a private matter. Well, okay, just don't be a hypocrite when someone else's private matter becomes a story.
Excuse me. It's going to be a private matter in 2 weeks. It's going to happen. It's somewhere in the 4 major sports, a private matter is going to come up. It's absolutely going to come up. And I want to see if everybody keeps the same energy. And if it's with a high-profile player or coach in the city, we'll see. You know, my point is, it goes back to how good the team or the situation is. Yep. When the team is bad, all we hear about is private moments with all these players. We hear every little thing when they was at this club or that club, when they got into it or whatever. We hear all the tea. And with this team, I get the situation. I don't think he's going to get punished by the league or anything like that. But to your point, Leroy, if he just came out from the beginning and said, you know what, I know it looks like you said, it looks bad. It's bad optics. It's this, it's that, whatever. You know, I own that and move on. It probably would have moved on. But the more you act like, hey, it was nothing to see. What do you mean? It's like it just gets worse and worse. But again, it's not even with them. It's with the idea that we shouldn't just leave it alone. It's personal. There's going to be something with these 4 major teams in this city that's really personal. And we still talking about Ime Udoka. How come he's not the head coach of the Celtics? We don't even know it, and we don't even know what happened. We just got speculation of what might have happened, and we talked about it for months. We talked about it the Mizzou's whole first season. And then we talked about it again when Ime got hired in Houston. I guarantee you, the Lakers in Houston are going to play today, and they're going to bring up how he was the head coach of the Celtics, and he was in the NBA Finals in 2022, and for whatever reason lost his gig. It's going to come up. Those are personal matters, but we can't pick and choose. Look, we either don't talk about it at all, or we keep going and say, hey, when it's something personal, it's all fair game. It's out there, whatever. And for the guy that says he's in Texas, I know football is a big deal. You're not going to get a Cowboy fan calling you out because somebody in the organization is dibbling and dabbling. This is the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys.
There's about nonsense going on. So, I mean, that's why Cowboy fans aren't saying anything to you.
617-779-0985 is the number. The phone lines are going. People want to talk about multiple things, so we'll get to you guys next. Plus, Bruins fans, I'm trying to understand something about you. I'll tell you what that is, and we'll talk about it next. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
giving hot takes. Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
See, they want to talk about multiple things. It's a Saturday. We can be all over the place. First, let's start off with Sam. I mentioned my son Jordan runs track for Lincoln Sudbury. Sam.
How you doing, Leroy?
What's going on?
It's kind of funny. It's a small world that you say your son does track for Lincoln Sudbury. I do the track timing system for that district, like Westford, Concord, Carlisle. I think I just did one on Wednesday it was like a tri-meet at Lincoln Sudbury Field.
Yep.
So you may have been there, and I may have not even recognized you.
You know, I'm always there. I wasn't at this past week's meet, but I'll be at pretty much all the other ones. But I'll be there.
All right.
If you see a brother,
if you see me, if you see somebody, a big tall guy with a beard in the track system, come over and say hi.
I will definitely do that, Sam. Appreciate you, Sam. That's what's up. I love that. Let's go to let's see, Jeff he's at work. Jeff.
Hey, Leroy.
What's up?
I just want to, commend you for talking about this. And it seems like a weird ban on anyone on any station or anything to do with the Patriots talking about this. But I want to ask you guys, why does everyone say that Rossini or Diana was this great, inside, reporter? Like, we all seen the Edelman wink. We all seen A.J. Brown hold up the jersey from Tom Brady, and So what does it take to be an inside reporter, and how do they really get their information?
Appreciate it, Jeff. That's a good question, but that's one that, you know what, I don't feel I have the information to really dig in on that one. Dang, I shouldn't have said dig in.
I don't even have anything to say.
My apologies. I was not trying to be funny by any means.
No.
I was not trying to be funny. And I'm not here.
No, I mean, it's you have to ask somebody who's
right,
in the game, that on that side of it. I think they're good reporters. We're not going to sit here and act like she's not good at what she, at her job. She didn't earn her way there, whatever. She's elite at what she does. And she knows, she gets the information. She has the right sources. They all do. They all have their different ways, their different sources, a way to get information from. Some people just offer up information and they know who to go to. I mean, it's that simple. But I mean, we'll never know. And look, if I was in that position, I wouldn't give up how I got, not how I got it, but I'm not going to tell you where I'm getting my information from for you to take it. And then next thing you know, I'm out of a gig. But
so check this out. I am in no way close to the Schefters or the Rossinis of the world. Yeah, I'm nowhere close.
Yeah.
However, I do have some connects. Mm-hmm. And sometimes just in a regular conversation about other things, things will come up.
Yeah.
And I know for me, I'll know about things and I've been asked not to say anything, and I won't, and it'll end up coming out. And I know people are like, "Oh, you could have pushed your career X, Y, and Z. You could have went further here if you just said what they told you." That's not what I'm not in this for that.
The back to our play action days.
Yeah,
we had some tea.
Oh yeah, yes Lord. Lord, we had some tea.
We had some good tea. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we would have fed some families with that tea, but it was like, nah, we can't do that. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, we find out a decade later, it was legit.
So I guess the point in bringing that up is that, to be honest, it's really not that hard if you're willing to develop relationships with people, and those people just so happen to be athletes or a part of the sports world. Mm-hmm. And then there's an understanding that, hey, what's on and off the record. I think it's just that simple. I don't want to say simple, but you get what I'm saying.
And not burning bridges.
Yep.
And trusting you with information. Like, I'm going to tell you this, but it better not pop up somewhere because, I trust you. You're the only one I've told this to. So if I see this pop up on TMZ, I know you now leaked it somewhere else. So it's keeping some information to yourself. And then it's like, hey, can I go with this? And they say, yeah, go ahead. Now, I'll give you this, Woj, Schefter, Stephen A. I'll give you this tidbit. You can run with that, and you get the exclusive on this thing. So I mean, that's off of what I know. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you got to ask the guys, just ask the local reporters here how they get to that level, and then they take it national. So I mean, you just find out from them. But trust me, I say this all the time. People get mad at like Stephen A. Smith or whatever when he says certain things about certain players and about guys being careful and doing this. That man knows everything. He knows everything. And it's stuff that he runs with and stuff he doesn't. But when a lot of these guys, you see him on TV and they're giving out warnings, I think this person, they know. They know what people are into and what they're doing or whatever. But how they know, I have no idea. And I really don't, that's not for me to try and figure out.
All right, we got to take another quick break. Listen, Bruins fans, y'all still don't seem to be excited about this team making the playoffs. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what do they have to do to create some optimism amongst the fan base? If you are a Bruins fan and you can answer that, hit us up, 617-779-0985.
And the Devils will clear it. And the crowd here on Fan Appreciation Night shows their appreciation to the Bruins. Playoff bound, a 4-0 victory over the New Jersey Devils. Jeremy Swayman picks up his second shutout of the season. And the Bruins head to Buffalo on a high note. On to the postseason we go. 4-0 the final.
Bruins fans are happy. Maybe there is gratitude. Maybe there is appreciation for the Bruins getting to the playoffs. But the Bruins fans I've been around, Cerrone, blank stare. No enthusiasm, no optimism. And I'm trying to figure out what will it take to get the fans back, like really, really invested in this team. Not even invested, believing in this team. Not just this playoff season, but in the future. What needs to happen? I started thinking about it, and again, I'm not this big-time Bruins fan. I'm not going to sit here and front. But I'm like, you know what? In most cases, in most sports, it's really it's not even about winning it all. Mm-hmm. It's more so about what type of fight do you show on the journey. If you just go in the first round and you lay down, and game 1 against the Sabres, I believe, is tomorrow night at 7 or 7:30. Mm-hmm. I think that's what Bruins fans want. I think that's what they need to happen in order for them to be optimistic about this team and its future. But I don't know. And I know Bruins fans are calling in already. Cerrone, any thoughts on this?
Just real quick, I think it's with them, it's been the last few years, maybe Bruins fans will tell you probably longer than that. It's literally game by game. Like, all right, show me this today. Okay, mm-hmm. In 2 more days, show me again. Okay, show me win this series. Okay, let's see if you can win the next series. Whereas you look at Celtics or some of these other teams in the city, you're looking ahead. What can they win the second round? What if can they win the championship? I think Bruins fans is literally one day at a time. Like, okay, you look good today, do it again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's looking beyond the next game with this team. And I think for the Bruins, they did this to themselves. I mean, they haven't given the fans a reason to be overly optimistic, but it's a playoff team. And I mean, in this city, there's other cities where you tolerate, they're decent.
Yep.
The Charlotte Hornets, for example, the other day. Fans are happy that they won a play-in game. And like, the buzz is back in Boston. Nobody would care if the Celtics won a play-in game.
Right.
I think they're seeing the other teams be decent. The Red Sox got to get together. But the bar is so high, it's like, no, we're not happy with them making it. Okay, win a round. Okay, win the next round. I think that's where Bruins fans are. But as you said, they're calling in. They're about to let us know. So.
All right, let's go to Mike in New Hampshire. Mike.
Afternoon, gentlemen. Hey, Bruins thought, but first, Cerrone, I got to throw a little sunshine your way. I really enjoy listening to you with Fegla and Maz sometimes in the afternoon. So, honestly, now that I think about it, I might lobby for you to take over for Beetle. I just don't like snarky, pompous people. Anyway, on the Bruins, I love what Marco Sturm said about them being bigger, tougher, stronger. I know some of the guys were saying last week that that might be locker room material for the Buffalo Sabres. Honestly, I think he said it more for his own team because I think he realizes that, and he's already said this. He's already said that there are no pretty goals at the end of the season. There are no pretty goals in the playoffs. So he knows the way to win is to do it the way the Florida Panthers do it. And I think he said that to really get his team pumped up for that kind of a playoff run and that kind of style. So
appreciate it, Mike. I think a lot of fans, Bruins fans, love the fact that the way that he calls out the team. Mm-hmm. They love that. And that's been somewhat of an issue in the past, questioning the how soft the team is, how, they don't want to be coached hard or anything like that. So a lot of fans do appreciate that, but I'm still trying to figure out what needs to happen in order for Bruins fans collectively to be back on board and excited about this team. Let's go to Matt in North Attleboro. Matt.
Hey, guys. What's going on today?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Not much. I'm not overly optimistic, but, Pasta had a pretty good year, 100 points. McAvoy had his best offensive season of his career. Mm-hmm. Morgan Geeky's been playing well. We just need to not turn the puck over in the neutral zone, and Swayman kind of needs to stand on his head.
Hey, Matt, real quick question. Playoff start. What do you specifically need to see from this team to get you excited about them? Not just this season, not just the playoffs now, but for the future.
Just the development of the younger players.
Okay.
I'd like to see Leroy play a little bit more, play a little bit better.
Appreciate it, Matt. He gave an answer. Development of the younger players. If the younger players play pretty good in the playoffs, he'll be excited. Let's go to Mike in Burlington. Mike.
Hey, Cerrone, Leroy.
What's
Big
up?
fan of the afternoon show on Saturdays. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Next point. So, as far as to answer your question, what Bruins fans need to see is we need to see this team show that they can be tough under the relentless pressure and physicality of the NHL playoffs, right? So, like, you get into the regular season, and it's all about making plays, right? You got to be able to take the body. You got to force turnovers down low. Other years in the past, what we've seen is we've seen some great teams. We've seen some teams that have won the President's Trophy, right? Going to the playoffs with some of the same players that are on this very roster, right? We got some new guys. You know, Joe Murray had a nice rant about a month ago where he's talking about people don't know RV and Minty and Hoosty, right? We've seen those guys. They're new. We need to see them step up as role players, right? The same way we did in 2011 to reference that team, right?
Yep.
Those guys knew how to be physical. So that's what we need out of this team. We need to see them do that against Buffalo. We need to see Swayman step up and be the goalie that we need him to be. We see that happen. All of a sudden, we got reason to be hopeful.
There you go. Appreciate it, Mike. We got to take another quick break. We got your sports headlines, but Bruins fans are calling in. They got some stuff to get off their chest around.
Let them in.
Y'all call on in. 617-779-0985. What do the Bruins have to do in the playoffs to make you optimistic about the team? To give you that little spark. You know, there's this movie called Transformers, and it was about the All-Spark. Bruins fans are looking for the All-Spark. What do the Bruins have to do?
Who got the touch?
Who got the touch? Who got the touch? What needs to happen? Hit us up, 617-779-0985, the Leroy and Cerrone Show.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. Touchdown! The flagship station of the Patriots, Bruins, the Celtics, WBU, Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group station celebrating 65 years of broadcasting. Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, bottom of the 10th, scoreless game between the Sox and Tigers. Jaren Duran on third, Yoshida at the plate, and then Magic.
Bouncing ball, base hit, game over, and the Fenway Greens walk it off again.
That's right. The Red Sox over the Tigers 1-0. They are scheduled to play each other again this afternoon at 4:10. In the NBA, the Warriors and Hornets were eliminated from playoff basketball last night, and now round one begins. You got the Cavs up big over the Raptors, 92-74, with about 30 seconds left in the third quarter. You got the Timberwolves Nuggets at 3:30, Hawks Knicks at 6, Rockets Lakers at 8:30. 4 more round one series begin tomorrow, including the Celtics and Sixers at 1 o'clock, and you can catch all the action right here tomorrow. And 98.5 The Sports Hub starting at 12:30. NHL playoff action, Game 1, Senators Hurricanes today at 3, starting right now. The Wild will take on the Stars at 5:30, Flyers Penguins at 8. 4 more series begin tomorrow, including, the Bruins and the Sabres at 7:30. And you know the deal. You can catch all the action right here on the Sports Hub tomorrow starting at 7. You got WrestleMania 42 going down this weekend in Las Vegas. To all the wrestling fans out there, enjoy. And your Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Boston Prolotherapy. Don't let joint pain keep you off the court, course, or trail. Eliminate that pain with Dr. I almost said his name wrong, Frankie of Boston Prolotherapy. I'm Leroy Irvin. Your next update is in an hour.
The Sports Hub. 3 legendary franchises on one legendary radio station. Now, Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle on Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Zone.
No, we're not. No,
I can't say anything. I can't go that.
But no, the discussion we had earlier, does this carry over to all forms of entertainment?
Speculation. Allegations.
Can we not do this with entertainment? Like, nope, keep it strictly to the music and the movies.
Yes. That would be kind of boring, though.
It would be very boring.
You got to tell it like it is. You got to tell the true story, the whole story.
That means we got to get rid of all the sports documentaries.
And
all of
madness. Them. Yes, speculation is a no-no. We're not talking about speculation right now. We're talking about the Bruins. They will begin their series against the Sabres tomorrow, game 1. And simply, we are asking Bruins fans, listen, what is it going to take? Because a lot of y'all just got a straight face, good poker faces, I'll say that. Just don't care. They make it, and they win a game. They win a game big. They make it to the playoffs. And when you typically ask a Bruins fan, they're like, nah, we've been through enough. We don't care. And I don't believe that. I believe the Bruins can get you back, and so we're trying to figure out what it is that they have to do to bring some optimism back. Let's go to Bill and Whitman. Bill.
Hey, guys, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, listen, you were talking about the Bruins fan, right? And the thing in this city is the Bruins fan is the most, I'd say, cautiously optimistic, generalized, objective fan, all right? The Celtics fan has been delusionally optimistic over the years because their announcers talking about the next person being like Bill Russell. And the Patriots fans for 20 years were the most arrogantly optimistic because it was like, we got Brady and Belichick and everybody else sucks. The Bruins fan just, I think they just kind of take it as it is. And they just, they don't have high expectations, or they've been let down so many times because of, the 2019 against the Blues and the years they won the President's Trophy and got eliminated in the second round by, Montreal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think that's a big thing with it. That sticks with you as a deep, diehard fan. I'm not a Bruins. I'm a Florida Panthers fan. But the thing but I live here, and the thing that I've seen over the years too is this is an amazing stat. The Bruins, the last 13 playoff series that the Bruins have lost, 13 of the 14, I'm sorry, they've actually had the lead in the series at one time or another, whether it was 1 game to none or 2 games to 1 or 3 games to 2, you name it. And that's a kick in the pants. I mean, you're really invested, going hardcore. Next thing you know, the rug gets pulled up from you.
Appreciate it, Bill. It sounds like there's no hope, Cerrone.
No, you know what? It's something he said, and it kind of struck me. Yo, we looking at like there's something wrong with the Bruins fan. What if the Bruins fan is the only real fan in the city?
Uh-oh.
What if they're the only realistic fan of all the teams in Boston?
They might be.
The way he said that, I'm like, yo, he's on to something. Celtics lost their whole 4 and 5 starters. And the fans are like, Patriots, they went on their run or whatever. We're already like, we'll be back next year. Like, don't even care. Red Sox fans are just stuck like, this is our year, right? They just don't know what to think.
Red Sox fans have the mindset. They'll say, no. If they spin, the winning will come. That's like the mindset.
It's like we're only bad because we're not spinning like the Dodgers. It's like, no, sometimes you're just bad. No matter how much you spin, you just got bad players. But I think the Bruins fan is the only realistic fan that goes into the playoff series watching every game like, okay, well, we're going to, like I said, take it one game at a time. We're not looking ahead. We're not arrogant or anything like that. Like you said, even when Presidents, they were the best team. Nobody was like, yo, they're going to win the Stanley Cup. They were all like, no, I've seen this before. No, I don't trust it.
Yeah.
If the Celtics, the Bruins, Red Sox end the season with the best record in the sports history, everybody's like, yo, they winning it all.
Yeah.
Bruins fans like, no, let them play first. They're the only ones thinking rational, like, no.
Wow.
This is why we play the game.
So Bruins fans are the most rational fan base.
Yes, they're the most rational ones. Like, yo,
you might be right.
They made the playoffs, but they're playing a team that was better than them all season. So let's wait and see how this goes before we start talking about rolling rallies. Like, no, everybody else, like right now, half the Patriots fans are like, yo, we going back to the Super Bowl. And it's like, yeah, but 70% of the Super Bowl losers don't ever go back. But we say, yeah, that don't matter to us. We're going back. We're getting A.J. Brown. We're going back. We don't care.
Yep.
Bruins fans are the only ones like, nah, let's wait and see how this thing plays out.
Tyler and Lynn. Tyler.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, so basically, right off the opening face-off, the Bruins have to start laying hits. They got to make Buffalo scared. All season long, we've been playing soft. The reason why the Bruins won back in 2011, they weren't the best team, but they were playing gritty hockey. Like you can look at any game in the 2011 series compared to the past 5 years of playoffs for the Bruins. It's a whole different game. Everyone's trying to be like the hero and score goals and like be a skill player, make these fancy moves. You got to play tough hockey and make the opponent scared in order to win.
So Tyler, let me get this straight. You and most likely many other Bruins fans will feel better about this team, win or lose, if they go out there and they're gritty. They're not trying to be cute with it. They're out there just laying cats out and just playing really, really hard.
Exactly. That's what playoff hockey should be.
There we go. Tyler with that one. Let's go to, Spence on the Cape. Spence.
Guys, great show. Love the show today.
Appreciate it.
I'm very optimistic about the Bruins. I think, look, we definitely have an advantage in goalie. Statistically, look at the year between the two of them. I love Swayman. I think he's going to shine. This guy stands on his head. He can take it pretty far. This team's built for the playoffs. They're like a bowling ball. They're going to go out there. They're going to make it. They're going to be a tough out.
Appreciate it, Spence. Cerrone, Spence is the type of person I like to be around. The glass is always halfway full. Unfortunately, I feel like if he was in a room of Bruins fans, they would look at him like, man, shut up.
But you know what? To his point, though, and to all the calls' point, every call has been about physicality. And we've seen Florida, the run they've had the last few years, and everybody says, well, they're just more physical than everybody. They're bigger, faster, stronger than everybody out there. And everyone said with the Bruins, yeah, they don't have to be a finesse team. They have to be tough. They have to be physical. And people looking at this team like, well, they're not really skilled, but they're physical. It's like, well, this is exactly what people were saying the last couple of years, that what you need to win in the playoffs. And to that last caller's point, if he feels physicality is how you advance, which a lot of people say, a lot of callers say that's how you win playoff hockey. And this team is a physical team, and you get a hot goalie. Is this team in a position to where they can make a run?
I'm laughing because Ottawa and Carolina just started, literally, and a fight broke out.
There you go.
Literally, it's on, and it broke out. Fans are going crazy. They're waving the towels. And to some degree, I feel like that's what some of the Bruins fans are saying they want. Maybe not necessarily a fight, a physical fight,
but show some fight.
Show some fight. Yes, let's go to...
One way to negate speed, to be sure, though. It's hard to disagree with these callers.
Let's go to Veronica in Woburn. Veronica.
Yes.
Yes, what's going on?
Here. Well, I wonder why the Bruins don't go to the goalie more often to score. They're always backwards. They're always playing defense. And Pasta hasn't been up to snuff either. I mean, he seems to just skate around, and then, no one knows what he's going to do. They don't know if he's going to shoot, if he's going to pass.
So, Veronica,
they're not ready when he does.
Are you saying that you agree with some of the callers so far? Be aggressive, and that would make you feel a whole lot better about this team in the playoffs and in the future.
If they would head towards the goal more often and take more shots, they'd be better off.
Appreciate it, Veronica. Man, Bruins fans are calling in.
I love that call, though, too.
They are calling in. What'd you say, George?
To be around the perimeter and stuff like that, yes. Get the puck to the net. Don't make that extra pass if you're in shooting position. Get that puck to the net, drive the net, cause havoc in front of the net, with the traffic and that kind of stuff. The Sabres are playing with not their top goalie in this position, so see if Swayman can kind of steal this from them. I'm in love with all these calls.
All right, let's go to Ryan in Framingham. Ryan.
Hey, how we doing, boys?
What's
Love
up?
the show.
Appreciate it, man.
I think what we need from the Bruins is just 60 minutes of hockey. I think that will make the Bruins fans start feeling more optimistic. They give up 40 minutes into any game, and they start getting soft. They're the most penalized team in the league. They've got the number 1 and 2 most penalized guys in the league. They just need 60 minutes of disciplined hockey. And if they do that, they have the talent, they have the depth to make it far. I actually think we match up really well against the Sabres.
Appreciate it, Ryan. Ryan's coming from a whole different angle, Cerrone. Be disciplined.
Hey, it's shout out to the Bruins fans for calling in and you know, voicing their concerns, frustration, or their optimism. But it seems to me with every call is they have to earn the fans' optimism. Like, you got to earn it. You got to earn the right for us to come out there and cheer for you like you about to do something here. And it's, you got to show me. You got to show me that you're going to be physical. You got to show me you're going to be disciplined. And we've been taking calls now for a half hour, and every call has been physical, discipline, good play from net. But that's it. It seems like that's the blueprint of the game plan to get people to come back and believe in this team.
Let's go to one more. Frank from L.A. Frank.
Hey, gents. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good to hear you guys again. So listen to all this. I think Cerrone, you're onto something here. But when I think it's tough, so first let me say this. The reason I'm not enthusiastic or optimistic is because I've seen every type of Bruins team lose every type of way. So you can't look at your team and say, well, I see them doing this well, so we're good, or that well, so we're good. So it's hard to really get enthusiastic. The game approach is best. But when I think of toughness, I don't think just of physicality. I think of all these callers that say physical, 60 minutes, mental toughness, forecheck. And I'll leave you with this. They're terrible with the forecheck. I go back to that President's Cup year. I'm watching period 1 against the Panthers. We're looking good. Period 2, suddenly the Panthers start getting that forecheck together. Period 3, I don't know how they got out of that game 1 and took the win that year, and then they lost. And I looked at my wife, and I said, they're not going to be able to withstand that forecheck. They're done. And I haven't seen them do that once since then. It's been a long time.
Appreciate it, Frank. Frank, your phone's breaking up a little bit, but we get your point. It's another one that falls under the umbrella of toughness. Let's go to Malcolm to close it out in Marshfield. Malcolm.
Hey, boys. How you doing? Love the show.
What's up?
Oh, man. These could get it this year if we play tough. Set the tone early. Drop the gloves at puck drop. Let these guys know that there is going to be punishment if they're not looking over their shoulder. If they're playing scared, or if they, on the opposite, if they can just skate around in those clear spots with lanes to the goal, this is going to be a problem for the Bruins. Let's go, boys.
There you go. Appreciate it. And literally in the Carolina-Ottawa series, it happened. The puck dropped, and it was an instant fight. And to some degree, that's what Bruins fans want from their team. Not just a fight physical, not just at the start of the game, but a fight throughout the playoffs, all right? We got to take a quick break. When we get back, we're talking about realistic fan bases. The Red Sox fans talk a lot of trash. They really, really do about their own team, but then they still show up, and they'll be right there. I want to point something out about their beloved Fenway Park. We'll do that next. 9-8-5, the Sports Hub.
Remember when we fell in love? We were young and innocent then.
Two local guys, lots of local sports talk. Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle on Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Talked about the Red Sox last year. All 6 of their wins wearing these green jerseys were walk-off wins, and they're in position to do it again here tonight. Yoshida's been hitting well lately as a 5-game hitting streak. Bouncing ball, base hit, game over, and the Fenway Greens.
That's the one show. Right there. That's the one right there for you.
Right there.
Off the wall, off the green monsters. That's what we talking
about. Off the walls, man.
I know.
You might have found a promo, Red Sox, if you listen.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, if the Red Sox score and that ball hit off the wall, you got to play that over the loudspeaker. You got to play that.
Just cut me a check, please.
Yes,
just please.
That's nice. That's it.
Please.
That's it right there. Yes, that's the one.
Losing their mind too. I could picture that.
Man, you hit a home run over the wall. You got to play that.
Oh man, Red Sox win last night, 1-0.
Off the Wall's his best album.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, big time.
Sorry.
I told Jordan I'm not even a really big fan of Thriller, the song. The Thriller song. I'm not. It's good. Maybe it's because we heard it too much. But anyways, last night was a thriller. 1-0. They won. They had on them the City Connect jerseys and everything. You know, earlier we were talking about Bruins being the most realistic. I hear a lot of Red Sox fans talk trash about the team. And one of the things they always say, Cerrone, is you can't show up. Send a message and not show up. That place was packed out last night and they were enjoying themselves. Going crazy. Place looked beautiful. Now, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I'm not looking for calls or anything like that. I just want to touch on something. I want to touch on something with the Red Sox because, Cerrone, I don't know how long ago, maybe 10 years ago, I posted something on social media and Red Sox fans literally threatened my life. And I'm still ticked off about it today. But this isn't from Leroy. I need you all to listen to what CC Sabathia, former Yankee, had to say.
Worst ballpark, Fenway.
What?
Place is disgusting.
Is it? That's a real Yankee fan right there, though.
Nasty, bro.
Just because you're a Yankee,
I'm not going nasty,
with that.
Bro.
I'm not going with that.
Nasty. Water everywhere. It's like the walls be sweating. I can't stand that place.
Fenway nasty like that, man.
No, I can't stand Fenway. Love playing there, but I didn't like it.
I've been saying this forever. I've been told I'm not a true Bostonian. I've been told to leave Boston. I've been told, and I hate to say this, I've been told to head on up yonder, to go to the other side, because my belief, I've always said this, Fenway's great. It's historical and all that, but man, that place is a dump. And now you got somebody who used to play. He said he loved playing there, but he's like, my God. And he's right. I can't complain. I can't argue with him. He's absolutely right.
Water everywhere. It's like the walls be sweating.
They're not moving anywhere. They're not going to build a new stadium. I know that. I feel better now hearing a former player say the same thing that not only I, but many of us have said about that park. Cerrone?
I just had to look it up to make sure I was right. I know a lot of Red Sox and Fenway historians that probably already know this, but the place opened 5 days after the Titanic sank.
Come on, dog.
Nasty, bro.
Come on.
Yo, humans aren't even the same size as we were back then. There was probably still dinosaurs in the rainforest.
Shut up. What year again? You said
1912.
All right, 1912. Hey,
April 1912.
Hey, George, can you do me a quick favor?
Titanic sank April 15, 1912. Fenway opened April 20, 1912.
Or Cerrone, can you just look up, like, how many human beings are still alive from 1912?
I can't stand that place.
I'm going to say none. How many humans are 110 years old?
I'm sure there's some around, but the point is, it's not a lot. It's really not a lot.
So who are you saving it for?
Man, I wish I could find every person that threatened me on social media. I really do. I really do. And I don't know why Sox fans take it so personal. Not all. There are a lot that agree, and it's like it's time. It's really, really time. But there are some who are just
because because it's a cool place. It's looked at as a cool place.
Okay,
it's a cool hangout. It's the great bar in Boston.
There are 19 people who are alive,
19.
According to Wikipedia.
19
that were born in 1912 or before.
19.
But it's here's the thing that's so Boston about Fenway. We talked about this before on the show. People are reluctant to change. Oh my God. People are terrified of change.
Oh my God.
But want everything to change, but don't want, like, I don't want Fenway to go, but can you change everything in that part of the city to make Fenway look cool? Like, they ripped everything up from Brookline Ave. All the whole area is not the way it was years ago. They've completely revamped. It's pretty cool down there. But the problem is not the area. It was the stadium. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to get rid of. We want change, but don't really want to change anything. And you got the oldest building outside of the Coliseum in Rome.
Shut up. You're so extra.
but think about it. We talked about this. Let's be honest. Let's be real here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation on here about, is it time for Gillette to get done over?
That's true.
Because everybody in the NFL they're getting new stadiums or have a new stadium. And all of a sudden, Gillette is becoming one of the oldest stadiums in the AFC. And it just opened in 2001? And it's already like, it's time to go. The old Foxborough Stadium, that thing opened in the 60s? And we're like, that place was old. Fenway opened in 1912, man. What were they even doing in there?
Boston Garden. Listen, it was like all that history in there, but honestly, everyone agreed it was time. That's weird. How come we mostly agreed that it was time for the Garden to go, but Fenway is like,
and it was nothing wrong with it.
And you know, here's the deal. It's not Fenway's not going anywhere because it's a historical site. So it'll be there.
But they need another.
Got to move at some point.
And here's the thing with me: if you wondering about revenue and making money, how about if you had a stadium that had 70,000 seats with this fan base? How much more money would you make? The place is. What's the capacity of Fenway? I don't know. Somebody probably knows it off the top of their head. But
is it 42? I feel like it's 42 or something. It's somewhere around.
Okay, now what's the capacity of Yankee Stadium?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get more seats. Stop trying to fix the place up. But it's
37,755.
Come on, bro. It's 2026. Come on, man. I understand. I know people are mad. They're probably at home throwing stuff, listening to us. Like, that's it. I'm done with them. Turn this right off. But it's as a Red Sox fan. Wouldn't it be dope if they had a nice stadium overlooking the city? Good place to go in the summertime, whatever. Just a nice place. They just got rid of I'll tell my wife, they just got rid of the troughs in the bathroom. It used to be troughs in the bathroom, people. And we still holding on to it like, it's just great. Build a new stadium. Put a wall up, since the wall is a dope fixture. Build it with the wall and all that stuff. Just make it a modern, nice new stadium with all the cool features that we can really enjoy when it comes to sports, because they're really getting left behind across the board in all the four major sports. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous.
I just had to put that out there. We got to take a quick break. When we get back, Celtics, Sixers once again. Can't wait. We got to talk about it, Cerrone. I got plenty of questions for you,
Celtics need a new stadium, too.
Oh, shoot. Their own.
Hello.
Their own. We're going to do that next. Leroy and Cerrone, 985 The Sports Hub.
Girl, close your eyes. Let that rhythm get in.
Now, Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle. Leroy and Cerrone on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Philadelphia, Boston, that's definitely something that's traditional, it's historic. We look forward to that, but let's be very, very clear. Philly fans will regret saying we want Boston. You're not beating the Boston Celtics. And let's put this in perspective as well. This is the 12th straight year Boston is in the playoffs. Longest streak in the NBA by about 4 years, compared to anybody else, okay? This is a Boston Celtics team that parted ways with 4 of its top 8 players. And they still finished as a number 2 seed. With Jason Tatum missing 6.
Show, 617-779-0985. That was Stephen A. Smith talking about the Celtics and the Sixers. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about this for real. Before we get to that, though, Greg is in the car. He wants to weigh in really quickly on this whole Fenway thing. Greg, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
You guys are awesome. I love listening to y'all on the weekend.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Keep it up, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So listen, I'm with you guys. This Fenway, it's got to go, man. It's awful. Like, I think my neck still hurts from watching a game in like 2004.
Oh man.
Like, it's so bad. Like, and it goes all the way up to Henry. He needs to sell this team. The new owner needs to build a new stadium. Leave Fenway as a museum. It's not going anywhere, like you guys said.
Right.
It's a great place, but it's awful.
Yeah. You know what is funny is we'll talk about it over and over again. We're not the only ones to mention it. Others have mentioned it. It's not. They ain't doing nothing. They're not going to move anytime soon. So I don't even know why I even bothered. It was just
you mean
good.
like they're selling the team?
Well, no. Even if they sold it, I'm not sure whoever the new owner is would be down to try to move the team into a new
It depends. It depends on the owner. If you get one of these young tech cats coming here,
true,
man, they will immediately put Fenway on some water somewhere with the city in the background. Almost like, I don't know if I know you recently been to Miami. See how the Miami Heat Stadium
Why you got
literally looks like it's.
Don't bring up Miami.
Sorry, man. Man, summer's coming, man. I'm sorry. My bad, man. I was looking at pictures yesterday. Miami was on my mind. My fault.
Cerrone, I go to my weather app on a daily basis and look at Miami's weather.
It's spectacular there.
Cerrone, I go to YouTube and look up Miami and like find people's pages that just like, let's say, ride around on bikes, just film, just so I can feel like I'm there.
Man, go to you have iPhone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Oh,
no, most common folks will go to their Google Photos there, and you will pull up the map, like a Google map.
Yeah.
And you can just zoom into a location and see the pictures you took in those spots. And I was doing that yesterday with Miami, man. So my fault, man. My fault. It's a beautiful place. I would love to be back tomorrow. But the Miami Heat's arena literally looks like it's on a barge, almost like the aquarium.
Yeah.
How it sits like in the water. A new owner would come in and say, "Yo, well, there's nowhere to put it. No, I dump some dirt over there. We're gonna drop this thing right now." Like, people get innovative when it comes to finding space, and things get done that need to get done if they got the right money and the right people. The right person comes in. If they did ever one day sell this team, the right person come in. They're gonna build a new stadium.
By the way,
because they're gonna look at the revenue. We need more money.
Yeah. By the way, we need a new aquarium here too.
Yeah.
When you start seeing others.
Man, you go to Atlanta, it's a wrap.
And I come home, I'm like, Lord have mercy.
When you go to the one in Atlanta, we paid the extra for the behind the scenes tour and all that.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Yeah, buddy.
People are still calling in. See, the funny thing is, Boston is very, very well known for complaining. The Celtics are looking really, really good. And there's nothing really to complain about. We're going to get to them, but people are calling in. They want to get on Fenway. Adam and Lowell. What's up, Adam?
Hey, guys. I'm with you all the way. I like to go to opening day with my brother and sister, but we'd bar hop. We wouldn't actually go to the stadium for the very reason that Fenway is a dump. And I love how they tout, they did renovations. Listen, if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig, unfortunately.
Appreciate it, Adam. I mean, come on now.
We was there. I went to a game with you. Remember it was a thunderstorm broke out?
Sort of, kind of remember.
And we had to like go down underneath there.
And it was flooding.
It was water was coming down the steps and everything. We ended up going back out because it was nice out. The sky looked beautiful and all that. I still got pictures of that. But yeah, the downpours were coming and people were soaking wet underneath the seats.
You mean to tell me no one is like, man, that could be a safety issue?
Oh, you see the videos of the guy sliding on the stomach in the water.
Cerrone, one time I did the
ringworm everywhere.
I did the dumbest thing, but the basement in the house flooded. And I ran down there, and I forgot you're not supposed to do that because there could be like wires or something.
Yeah, you get fried.
So you mean to tell me an old place like that, it's not a safety issue? Number one, it's flooding, but it's old. So what if something is
Water damage
exposed?
everywhere.
What if some wire is exposed? Now you got electrocuted fans. Like, come on.
Everywhere. It's like the walls be sweating.
Let's take one more. Dave in Revere. What's up, Dave?
Hi guys, great show. I had to call. I don't call a lot. It's the park's an embarrassment. It's a dump. I've turned down free tickets to go to the games. I wouldn't go there if you gave me free tickets, free beer, free parking, and free food. It's an embarrassment, and if they ever blow it up, I want to be the one to push the level because I can't stand that park.
Dang, Dave.
It's got the stick. The old school stick with the dynamite. You push it down.
He's right on one thing, though. If someone offered me tickets right now, I would hesitate. I'd be like, who's playing?
You'd ask where.
Yeah, where are the seats?
Where are the seats? Because it's not comfortable. It's not a comfortable spot. And he mentioned something. I mean, we still got the MBTA, but the parking situation has never been great there. It's never easy to get in and out of.
That's a whole
all those things play into the experience. And you're seeing other places around the country build these amazing state-of-the-art facilities that are wide open with Wi-Fi, and the food is cheap, like down in Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz. You can get fries and chicken tenders and a drink for $5, like because they got 100,000 people paying tickets. Say, hey, take that popcorn, it's free. But when you only have 38,000 people, yeah, we're gonna need $9 for that popcorn, bro. You gotta cover the cash. You started flooding. We gotta get that fixed.
Yep. All right. Listen, I promise when we get back, we will definitely get into the Celtics taking on the Sixers. Is Joel Embiid going to be there? Does it even matter? We'll talk about that next, right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
taking your calls, giving hot takes. Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle on 98.
Looking in the mirror, people fell out all over.
Fell out,
the
yeah,
world.
man. That man popped out the stage and stood there for 30 minutes and people were laid out. Oh, my God. I promise you, I'm going to tell you guys about the Michael movie in a little bit, but you got to understand.
Never see anything like that again.
There's an embargo, so I can't say too much, but we'll cover it. I'm out of breath.
All I know is the three biggest things in human history. Water.
Shut up, Cerrone.
Air. What for? Water, air, Jesus, and Michael Jackson. In no particular order.
Stupid. Bad dumb.
That dude was hey man. People were like, nah, if he had a chance, think about it at his peak.
Yeah.
You can get a free meal or go see Michael Jackson.
I'm going to see
People would have turned down a meal to go see Michael Jackson.
As a matter of fact, speaking of Michael Jackson, later on, I'm going to tell you all that technically you need to thank Michael Jackson for 6 Super Bowl rings. I'm dead serious. If it wasn't for Michael Jackson, Pats probably don't even get 6 Super Bowl rings. I'll tell you about that later. Real quick, people still want to drag on Fenway, so let's let them do it. Chris in Haverhill. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys? First of all, Fenway is a dump. Atlanta, the aquarium's by far better. Let's just get that stuff out of the way. But the concessions in Atlanta are so much cheaper. I was down there for the Super Bowl in 2019. They're cheaper because the state of Georgia has a limitation on the sales of concessions. It can only be so pricey.
Oh,
You got
wow.
like a chicken finger dinner and 2 beers for like $18, which is like unheard of. But that's why they would probably charge more if they could. It had nothing to do with the capacity. They just can't.
Appreciate it, Chris. Come on, Massachusetts.
Thanks for the info. Yeah.
Come on now. One more. Let's go to Matt in Long Beach. What's up, Matt?
What's happening, guys? I just want to say, refreshing. Your show is just refreshing. Music, everything else. I grew up in the 80s in Hanover, Mass, South Shore, with the Escapades in Weymouth. And that was like some crazy music, all good.
Yep.
And I am in Long Beach, New York, home of Charlie McAvoy, actually.
Okay.
And it's a great little hockey town, South Shore, Long Beach, New York. But what do you think? The Celtics are definitely going to take, I think, at least the first round, maybe the second. But what do you think about the Bruins? Are going to get through the first round and beat the Sabres and crush them 21 years before they even made the playoffs?
Appreciate it, Matt. Well, concerning the Bruins, we talked about them earlier, and I'm just going to go with the rest of the crowd. Seems like nobody knows, or they really don't believe they're going to get it done. We'll just have to wait and see. So that's what I'm going to do.
I think people. Yeah, I think they have it. I think people believe they have a chance because of the goalie situation. But I think they feel they have a better than 50% chance of winning the series.
And then when it comes to the Celtics, let's just move on to it. Everyone's picking the Celtics right now, rightfully so. Cerrone, on the list of advantages the Celtics have over the Sixers, what is at the top of the list for you?
Boston has by far the better steak and cheese subs. And it's not even debatable. Yes, I've had the ones in Philadelphia, and you can throw them right in the trash where they belong.
I'm talking about on the court, brother.
I'm sorry, my bad. On the floor? Oh,
Yes.
This isn't really no competition. It's better competition between the two subs. But the Sixers, even at 100% with Embiid there, we've seen this movie before. You know, I think he slows them down when he's there. I think they're worse with him, to be honest with you. He's that dude is so trash. He's been in bum for a long time. But the Celtics have an advantage in the paint. They have a better front court than this Sixers team. They're bigger. Tatum is a big body. Vucevic, Cater, Garza, they're bigger. Jaylen Brown doesn't have the height, but he's a big human being. He's a large person. And in basketball, as much as they want to say all these other things matter in the game, taking up space has always mattered from the beginning of the game. Going back to Springfield, the YMCA with the baskets. The team that took up the most space defensively on the glass that made it hard for you to drive and get rebounds and keep you in one position, I've always been the better teams. The Celtics check all those boxes when it comes to the matchup against the Sixers. Probably most teams. They're just a bigger team. The depth. The Celtics have more depth. They have more guys that can go off and burn you. The Celtics have, I want to say, 5 players that have scored 40 in a game. Brown can give you 40-50. Tatum can give you 40-50. Peyton Pritchard get 40 the same night Derek White got 40. I think Sam Hauser's have 35 or 40 when the game before goes off hitting threes. They have a lot of talent. Vucevic has been an all-star before. They have multiple guys that can burn you in multiple ways, and that makes you an impossible team to beat. And real quick, the biggest advantage the Celtics have over just about everybody in the sport, chemistry is real. Being familiar with your teammates is real. The Celtics group, their core, they've been together and played a lot of games together. Tatum, Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Sam Hauser. These guys have been together. That core has been together for a long time. They know each other in and out. And I think Philly can't match none of that. Max is going to have his games. He's going to have his moments. Paul George is going to look like playoff Pete every now and then. But the Celtics said it's just too much for this team and too much for Philly to handle.
All right, 617-779-0985. Call in if you want to talk about the Celtics. We're going to take a quick break and get your sports update. And then when we get back, your entertainment report, plus a history lesson. I'm telling you, the Patriots don't have 6 Super Bowls.
Dutcher and Hardy, Owen Beetle, Felger and Mass, the Bruins, the Celtics, the Pats, the Revolution. This is Boston's home for sports. WBC FM at HD Boston, 98.5, the Sports Hub, a Beastly Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, bottom of the 10th, scoreless game between the Sox and Tigers. Jarren Duran on third base, Yoshida at the plate, and then Magic.
Bouncing ball, base hit, game over, and the Fenway Greens walk it off again.
Yes, sir. That's right. The Sox over the Tigers 1-0. They'll start play within, 9 minutes from now at 4:10. In the NBA, the Warriors and Hornets were eliminated from playoff basketball last night, and now round 1 begins. The Cavs beat the Raptors 126-113 to take a 1-0 series lead. You got Denver and Minnesota going at it. Minnesota's up 21-12 with about 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Hawks Knicks at 6 o'clock. Rockets Lakers at 8:30. And of course, you got 4 more games tomorrow, including the Celtics and Sixers at 1. And you can catch all the action right here tomorrow on 985 The Sports Hub starting at 12:30. NHL playoff action, Game 1, Senators Hurricanes going on right now. It's scoreless starting in the second period. The Wild will take on the Stars at 5:30, Flyers Penguins at 8, and of course tomorrow you have 4 more games, including the Bruins and Sabres at 7:30. And again, you know the deal. You can catch all the action right here on the Sports Hub starting tomorrow at 7. WrestleMania 42 is going down this weekend in Las Vegas. All the wrestling fans enjoy. And your Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Awaken 180. We all love the word free. So does Awaken 180. Medication free. Hold up, I gotta turn the page. Side effect free. That's what I like. And free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com. I'm Leroy Irvin. The Leroy and Cerrone show is coming right back.
Boston sports fans, these are the 2 words you'd love to hear. Playoff.
Post check by Lukanen, and the rebound scores.
The Bruins and the Buffalo Sabres.
Pritchard fires and scores.
And it all kicks off this weekend right here.
Shot backdoor, Swayman's got a piece of
on your home for Boston Bruins playoff hockey. 98.5, the Sports Hub. We're back with more Leroy and Cerrone on the Sports Hub.
Leroy and Cerrone show. Having ourselves a lot of fun. It's a beautiful day. April 18th. Yeah. Something I was about to say, but filters. We got a lot. Yeah, I caught myself. There's a lot to talk about, and we will continue to talk sports. But right now, let's do the entertainment report. All right, so Cerrone, you know this already. There are 2 shows on Amazon Prime that are leading the way when it comes to viewership. And those 2 shows are Invincible and The Boys. New episodes dropped this past Wednesday. Cerrone, number 1. Are you caught up? And number 2, why do we love superhero-themed content so much?
Because we always have, since we were children.
But why? Like, we're grown.
Comic books. We grew up on comics. And Well, we didn't call it anime, but the cartoons we were watching back then were basically anime.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see this type of content, it's what you want to see. It's entertaining for a guy. That and cars.
Yeah.
Anything with cars, we're gonna go see it.
Trucks. Yeah.
Trucks. You're like, man, Fast and Furious is so stupid. Why did it make $1 billion? Because men are stupid. We just want to see cars fly off the Grand Canyon, jump out, and someone get karate kicked in midair. Because we've been doing it since we were children.
Yeah.
Especially if you grew up in the 80s.
You know what else we've been doing since we were children? Wrestling. WrestleMania 42 is going down. Last night was the Hall of Fame ceremony. The inductees were Stephanie McMahon, AJ Styles, which is a little bit funny to me, Demolition, Axe and Smash, Dennis Rodman, Cerrone. That man cries too much for me. He was crying again last night in tears.
Let him cry. To work hard to get somewhere like that, and you get rewarded for it. Nah, let it out.
It's like
let it out.
Uncontrollable crying.
Because he know if he had a praying grandmother, that man, he done been through it. Dennis Rodman done been
I gotta look
through
up that gospel song. What was the name of that one? But I had a praying grandmother. Oh, I can't remember.
My wife upstairs, she probably knows exactly.
knows.
She's probably listening. Yelling.
Sid Vicious went in with the legacy.
Sid Vicious.
Bad News Brown.
Yes, my guy.
With the ghetto blaster.
One of the great moves of all time.
Back in the fat of your neck would take you out.
My sisters, yeah. I'm glad they're still around because I've hit them with that move far too many times.
And the immortal moment went to Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant from WrestleMania 3.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, the NFL draft is right around the corner. And the award for best promo has to go to the sons of Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Plus the Rams. You got to give it to the Rams, too. As they remade a scene from the classic movie Friday, and their fathers, starred in it, but their version is all about the Rams draft.
Whose house?
Rams house, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. I know you don't want to stay cooped up in the crib all day. I know this. So I'm going to take you to Draft House today. Because it's Thursday, the Rams got a first-round pick, and we ain't got shit to do.
I like that. I like that.
Listen, y'all need to go check it out. That does not do it justice. It is all over the place now. And you know what, Cerrone? I'm going to say it. I really, really enjoy the fact that the Rams allowed creative people to be creative and come up with something extremely creative. Go watch it now. You won't be disappointed, especially if you love the Friday movie. It makes all the sense in the world. Moving on, Dave Chappelle fans. Dave Chappelle has a message for you.
Man, if you would asked me that question a year ago, I'd have told you absolutely not. But in the last few weeks, it's come up a lot, and I'm considering it.
What is he considering? Bringing back the Chappelle Show. Oh my goodness! And to wrap this baby up, Michael, the new movie about Michael Jackson, is hitting theaters this coming Tuesday. But I was blessed with the opportunity to go see it this past Tuesday.
This guy.
There's an embargo. No, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be like you when I grow up, I swear.
So I can't give you all like crazy details, but
we know the story.
But I will say that I absolutely enjoyed myself. I really, really did. It's not perfect. There will be some heated conversations about it once the world gets to see it. But overall, I gave it a 10 out of 10 when I first finished seeing the movie because I was emotional. But now that I've gotten back into my right mind, I give it about an 8.5 out of 10. I think it was a really, 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 really good movie. I do have some connects. What'd you say, Cerrone?
Is it better than one with Flex Wheeler playing Michael Jackson?
Oh, God. Yes. But you know what it doesn't
ABC
do?
American Dream one? That was pretty good, though.
And that's the thing. That one can still stand on its own because in that one, they're focused more so on the Jackson 5.
As a family, yeah.
With this one, it's Michael. And there were times when Jafar, who plays Michael, his nephew, I forgot that he's not Michael Jackson. I really want to go into detail. I can't until Tuesday, but by then, whatever. But you guys go out there, check it out. You can have your own opinion. And, that's your entertainment report. Now, before we move on, because we really got to dig into the Celtics, I want to give you all a quick history lesson. Like I said, to be honest, if it wasn't for Michael Jackson, your New England Patriots do not have 6 Super Bowl rings. I believe that in my heart. And the reason why, in case you don't know, In 1984, right? Michael Jackson's Thriller, it's going crazy. This is not in the movie, so I'm not giving anything away. Michael Jackson's Thriller is just, it's going crazy. He's the biggest thing since sliced bread. And his
Water,
father,
air, and Jesus.
Oh, here we go. And then his father gets this idea and says, you know what? We're going to piggyback off of Thriller, and we're going to put the Jackson 5 back together, and they're going to go on tour. They're going to go on the Victory Tour. Sounds good, right? They had major issues. It ended up being a very, very successful tour as far as like they made $75 million, which at the time was a lot, but there were issues behind the scene. The family wasn't getting along, and ultimately the investors were taking losses. One of those investors was the son of Patriots owner. Who? Well, his son, Chuck Sullivan, Billy Sullivan, right? So he's losing money, y'all. I think it was like $400,000 per show he was like losing. And ultimately, it meant that he had to sell the New England Patriots. Who did he sell the New England Patriots to? You got it. Robert Kraft. Kraft and them boys put that organization together and win 6 Super Bowls. If it wasn't for Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5 in the Victory Tour, there's a good chance we may have never seen 6 Super Bowl wins. Isn't that crazy?
That's beyond crazy.
I'm like, man, I had no idea. It's not in the movie. I'm the type of person, after I see something and I really enjoy it, I like to go home and really kind of dig into just the history of everything. And that's something that I stumbled upon. You probably already knew about it. Maybe you didn't. But that's really amazing right there.
But the funny thing, I sent you the message. The weird thing, they weren't allowed to perform the Victory Tour.
I saw that.
In Foxborough.
Isn't that crazy?
The town of Foxborough blocked Michael Jackson and the Jacksons from coming to perform the Victory Tour over safety concerns and traffic. And did not allow the Jacksons to, what the Patriots were one of the frontmen, gave the money for the tour, and they weren't even allowed to perform the show in Foxborough because the town said no due to safety concerns and lack of police and possible traffic. Sounds very familiar.
Still going on today.
Cup situation that's going on right now.
So again, part of the reason why Billy Sullivan and the Sullivan family had to sell the Patriots is because they made bad investments, including investing in the Victory Tour that included Michael Jackson and his brothers, the Jackson 5.
Man, who would have thought investing in Michael Jackson would be a bad investment at that time? Can you imagine 1984, someone say, nah, I wouldn't put no money on that.
According to what I've read, the tour is considered one of the most unorganized tours in music history.
And he still made $75 million.
But then once you start paying things out and this person gets this person gets this, and the investors are like, oh, shoot, I'm in the hole. Could you imagine that? Unbelievable. Go Patriots. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, what are we doing right now? Oh, quick break. When we get back, we got to continue talking about the Celtics. Hey, Cerrone, I want you to think about this before we go to break, which is, again, are you convinced that the young talent on this team is prepared to shine and not wither away under the intense pressure of the playoffs? It's one thing to do what you do, let's say against the Magic, the last game of the season, but then when the playoffs kick in, that intensity kicks in. Can they maintain? We'll talk about that and more next, right here on 985 The Sports Hub.
I'd explain the things I feel to you, but girl, you know it's true. Stay with me.
Now, Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle on Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Owners between Sullivan and Kraft, just so you all know. But still, if Sullivan doesn't have to sell the team, we don't get to Kraft. Well, there's a good chance we don't get to Kraft. Unbelievable. That's just, I mean,
crazy.
It's crazy. Let's go to Joey in Kingston. Let's see. Joey.
Hey, gentlemen, how you doing?
What's going on?
So, first of all, did you know it was National Husband's Day?
You know what?
Well, anyways, happy National Husband's Day. I didn't know. My wife said that this morning. I thought she was joking.
Is she?
And she's kind of being funny with it. And I said, yeah, if you really want to put your money where your mouth is, I know a nice hotel out in Arizona.
Well,
so.
it's oh, shoot. It's right up there with Father's Day. Don't nobody care.
Oh, and next week, too, and I didn't know this, it's going to be National New Kids on the Block Day.
Oh, really?
So okay. Yeah.
Please
24.
don't go, girl.
You learn something new every day. But when you started the show with the Michael Jackson thing, because I was in high school when the whole Thriller thing came out, and I said, you know what? Knowing George, he's going to start off with Dirty Diana, and he did, and I love him for it. He's such a man of the people, and right out of the gate, he did it. But Thriller came out when I was in high school, and the Victory Tour came in. It was started in '84 when I graduated high school, and I so bad wanted to go to that concert, and was pissed because we couldn't go because, like you said, Cerrone, the selectmen axed it. So, anyways, thankfully, because families get in fights, and I guess at the end of that tour, the Jacksons really kind of broke up, which, as you got into. Caused the Sullivans to go into bankruptcy, then sold it to Cayenne, then they sold it to James, Orthwine, and he was going to take the team to St. Louis. And the reason he couldn't do that is because behind the scenes, Robert Kraft, he owned the stadium, and he owned the property around there, and he used that as not only leverage for the team not to go out to St. Louis, but he used it for leverage to actually buy the team, and in doing that, because of Michael Jackson, Robert Kraft, I mean, what he transformed Foxborough into is unbelievable. And, where it led to and all the championships. So, in a way, it's like, thank you, Michael Jackson and your family for getting the fight at the end of the tour. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Let's go to Susan. She wants to talk about Fenway. Susan in New Jersey. What's going on, New Jerusalem?
Hi. Yep. Hi, guys. I'm originally from Boston, and I listen to you all the time, but sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I agree.
It's all good.
Sometimes you make me laugh. Yeah. Today, you made me so angry, I have to call you. We are not moving Fenway anywhere.
Okay.
Not anywhere. And it is an institution. You know how they always play at Fenway when they're home to be home for the Patriots game.
Yeah, okay.
Well, my son now lives in Ohio. We'll discuss that later. But he lives in Ohio, and we flew out to see the Sox open in Cincy with my son because 20 years ago we went and saw that stadium being built. So we were coming back. Every person, because we were all decked out in Red Sox stuff, every person either said they wanted to go to Fenway or had been to Fenway, and that Fenway and should never, ever be changed. And we're all discussing it, even Cincinnati fans. Yes.
Appreciate it, Susan. Susan, I just want to say, and to Susan and others, it's okay to disagree and be angry and all.
Yeah, it's fine.
We feel no type of way.
This is about discussions. We're having a discussion. We're talking amongst the people.
But we do absolutely disagree on this topic.
And we don't want it to go away.
We want the team
we want
to move
Fenway to be there,
somewhere else.
But the Red Sox play over there. Keep it. It'd be a great concert venue in the summer.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it'd be fantastic.
Right.
It's already set up for
colleges can play there.
College games, high school championships, everything. College World Series, have them play. You can have so many events there. Don't get rid of it. But Red Sox Yankees needs to be somewhere with a skyline, a city in the back with nice, comfortable seats, like Yankee Stadium, the big high recliners you kind of see in the background that are always empty. But those, you need a nice setup like that.
I stand with Susan.
You stand with Susan? Hold on. Let's go to Peter in Taunton. Peter.
Oh, no, I do not disagree with that woman. Trash it. Throw it away. Burn it down. I don't even care. It's awful. You can't go to a show there. You can't do anything. The seats are so tiny. I'm a big man, and that's just It's awful going there.
I know, Peter. I always start leaning to the side and sitting on the side of my hip because it's so.
Oh, after 2 hours of that.
Oh my God! Now let's go to Bill in Northborough. Bill.
Hey guys, great show today, man. I enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
You know, my point about the Celtics, I want to see this coach make the switches. I don't want him to hesitate like last time. I want to see Chiserman or somebody come in. Derek White ain't producing. Pull him, man. Get him out. You know, put somebody in there. Make those switches.
Appreciate it, Bill. Cerrone, how do you feel about the rotation? What are you expecting? We talked about this a few weeks ago, and I asked the question. Since the depth of the team, the Celtics is one of their positives. And we saw what they did. I know it was just one game, but Orlando was really trying to get that dub. And the Celtics they're starting, let's say 8, right? Mm-hmm. And the bench still went in, put in work. I think the bench has proven that they can be a part of the rotation. But Cerrone, playoffs is different. What does the rotation look like to you?
I think it's the typical, which you've been seeing. I think I don't want to see anything change, any major changes. I think the big back and forth, especially amongst the Celtics reporters, writers, the people who cover the team, is the playing time for Garza. And after that game he had the other day, it was, that's it. You know, Garza, he's the guy. And I think Garza is a decent player in games that don't matter much. If that makes sense. Yeah, you go out there against Washington. You go out there against Memphis. He go out there and play. The guy was the National Player of the Year in college, I think twice at Iowa. He's capable. But I don't think when push comes to shove that he's a better basketball player than Vucevic. I think in a tight, heated situation, Vucevic is the better passer. He's the better rebounder. I think they're both equal from top of the key shooting the ball. But he's better around the rim. He's got excellent hands and vision. He's the man's been an all-star multiple times over, and he's hungry as all get out because he's never been in a situation the way he can win. That being said, having depth and multiple guys to burn fouls, to be fresh.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a key to them winning. And to the call's point, Mazzulla can't be stubborn. He can't let Derek White go 2 for 17 without pulling him. He can't leave Pritchard out there if he's cold. He can't keep running plays for Tatum or Brown, either one, because people go say I'm a hater either way. No matter who they are, you can't have if the ISO at the top of the key or that pick and roll isn't working and they turn the ball over a lot, get the ball out of their hands.
Right.
Get Brown and Tatum closer to the basket. Let them post up, feed the post, take a quick shot, get a layup, whatever it is. But if they having trouble dribbling the ball, over dribbling against a handsy team, get the ball out of their hands. He's got to make that decision and not wait until, you know what, we've already blown the 26-point lead. It's down to 4. Let me make a change. If you see something that don't look right, Popovich was key for this. Pop would let a team go on a 5-0 run. Be like, time out.
Yep.
We ain't going to do this and make changes. That's, to me, that's the next evolution for Mazzulla. He has to be quick, and he has to not be the type of coach that says, I'm going to let my team figure this out. I'll let them figure that out. Phil Jackson's the only one that could do that. He had Jordan, Pippen, Shaq, and Kobe. You let them figure that out. This team isn't made like that. Brown and Tatum are elite players. I don't want them to figure it out. Call timeout. Figure it out as a coaching staff. There's 17 coaches over there. Y'all can figure that out. Get it together and come out there and run your offensive play, correct your defense, whatever it is. But they've been good all year, not turning the ball over. They've been good with their depth. They've been good at sharing the ball. And they've been really good at all those things since Tatum has been back. So I want to see that continue, but continue to use your depth, continue to move the ball, and be quick on your decision-making.
Looking at the calendar, Cerrone, if you're a Boston sports fan, this is like a phenomenal time. There's so much going on in sports. Obviously, playoffs with the Celtics, the Bruins. You have the draft coming up, the Red Sox playing. But just to stick strictly to the NBA, this is one of my favorite times of the year because you just get nothing but nonstop basketball, back-to-back playoff games all weekend long. As I sit and watch, as we sit and watch, as Celtics fans, Cerrone, what other games, what other teams should we pay special attention to because they could be a potential threat. I don't even know if a threat, but out of all the teams, they're the ones that you want to really pay attention to.
Well, everybody's talking about the top teams. Oh, what is the SGA and the Thunder going to do? Everyone's talking so much about the Knicks. Stop. Knicks ain't a threat to win a championship and haven't been since Fenway opened. But keep an eye on the Cavs. Keep an eye on the Cavs. The Cavs are 100% healthy, and they got Allen back. Keep an eye on the Cavs. That's a team. Big game James Harden can smoke you. Donovan Mitchell can cook you. Mobley and Allen. Double bigs. Again, size and space. They have those bigs. They can clog the lane. They can make it difficult on you, and every one of them can score. And with James Harden's passing ability and ability to penetrate, with those shooters around, they can be a difficult out. That's a veteran team with a lot of talent. I fear them more than the Knicks. Now, I know things have to line up a certain way in order for you to even see Cleveland. I fear Cleveland more. To be honest, I fear Cleveland more than New York and Detroit.
Oh, wow.
I think Detroit, I kind of feel the same way about the Spurs. I think they're a team that's maxed out. They've reached their potential. This is who they are. They played hard all year, and that's why they were top seeds. Can they go to another level of playing hard? And in the NBA, we've seen it in the playing games. Things pick up immediately. Charlotte thought they thought everything was sweet. They played Orlando yesterday. They were down 35 points. The intensity is different. The vibe is different. The refs ref the game different. But to me, the Cleveland Cavs are the biggest threat to the Celtics in the Eastern Conference.
All right, 617-779-0985 is the number. When we get back, Cerrone, I want to ask you some questions. I want to get your thoughts on Giannis potentially becoming a Celtic. Plus, the NBA's got a lot to celebrate. A lot to celebrate. I'll explain it, and we'll talk about it next, right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Two local guys, lots of local sports talk. Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle on Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
So here we go again. There's been no conversations. I want to make it clear just for I would say one more time, but for the 50th time, it clearly is not getting the One Network for sure. Giannis has never asked to be traded, ever. I can't make that more clear.
There's been a lot of talk about him potentially becoming a Celtic. Cerrone, is there any scenario, any situation where you would be okay with Giannis becoming a Celtic? George, matter of fact, I think, George, we were talking off air. George, you were mentioning some scenarios. Throw him at Cerrone and see what he thinks.
All right, Cerrone, I threw two scenarios out here. There's two that I'm contemplating, and they revolve around Giannis. One, if there's a package and somehow, some way, we are able to formulate a new big three and send off, which we castaways in Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, and then a bag of picks and pick swaps. That is scenario number one, to acquire Giannis, formulate the new big three, to play alongside JB and JT, or something happens to the Celtics here. We have another Knicks debacle in the second round. The end of the world is happening. You know, the sky is falling. Do we ship one of the Jays and break them up in favor of acquiring Giannis? Is there any scenario, or either of the two? You can decipher the two.
No.
I'm not
taking him.
I knew it.
For one, the first scenario, let's say, I think the strength of the Celtics is the depth.
Yes.
You need Pritchard. You need the Derek White. You don't win championships without Derek White's defense and some of the plays that he makes and his clutch shooting. You need guys like that to win. And I think what happens in a lot of these cases when teams build these big threes, they're then like, okay, what do we do now? Where's the rest of it going to come from? You've seen it in L.A. LeBron in L.A. has been trying to put this together since he's been there. I don't care if it was Westbrook or Carmelo Anthony, Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis. There's never enough for the other 9 guys on the team and never up to the level. And once one gets hurt, now you're like the Lakers today. It's LeBron and Marcus Smart playing against the Rockets. And I think you need depth. The second scenario, I think at the point of their careers right now, I don't think I'd take Giannis over Tatum or Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I think his lack of shooting ability outside of the paint is catching up now because he's getting older. It's Westbrook. When you see Westbrook got older, was Giannis and Westbrook great players, or were they great athletes? And then once you get older and you stop pump faking, Giannis is no longer valuable. And he's going to get his numbers. Today's NBA, you get enough touches, you get play a lot. He's going to get his numbers. But the Milwaukee Bucks, even with Giannis, have had no impact on competing for a championship. No impact on wins and losses. They wouldn't got him Dame. No impact. It didn't matter. He's past the point of impacting games to where he's going to carry a team to 50, 60 wins. Again, another thing, Tatum and Brown, they like to get to the basket. They like to drive. It works when you have Al Horford.
Mm-hmm.
It works when you have Porzingis because he steps out. It's going to work with Vucevic. He can step out and hit the jump shot. Giannis is just going to be standing there. So there's always going to be a guy in the paint, so he takes away your driving lanes and makes it harder on you by default. And he still thinks there's a little arrogance with Giannis.
That was my next question.
There's a lot of arrogance there. Part of the reason it worked with Dame because he's still, I want to bring the ball up.
Yep, he's got some diva in him. I just think
he has a lot of diva. I think we kind of
it's packaged different, so it's not as loud towards us. But he definitely, like, Cerrone, wouldn't you? Is it fair to say that if he would have come to the Celtics, I would be concerned of him trying to control the situation with the Celtics and, let's say, have his brother come here, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, of course.
He did it with Milwaukee. We all know his brothers have no business being on the team. And it just makes you wonder, as a player, as a person, will he come over here, even though you have Brown and Tatum, would he try to control things? And I'm not with that.
And I think he's too late in his career to switch his game up. He's too far gone. And I thought that was the problem when they got Dame. It looks good because they're names. We get too caught up with sexy names in sports. Oh, it's Giannis. It's Giannis. It's like, yeah, he's just Giannis. He's got good numbers, but look at the standings. Even when he's there, they're not winning. He's getting his stuff done. And then there's other guys who might not put up the Giannis numbers, but they impact winning. They play a team game. They play a certain style. They score certain times. Any player at the point in their career where you foul them on purpose to send them to the foul line, you can't trust them late in games because of that ability to not knock down shots.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, he's Mitchell Robinson with 30 touches, with 30 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Giannis. I think at his prime, his peak, he was a machine. And he did impact winning. He was late. He was there late in the season. He was a Final Four team. He was always there. But we saw the Celtics, like Embiid, go through him too many times. And I think somebody like Jokic, there's an impact there because, oh, you're going to take away my post game? I'm going to hit these middies on you all day. Oh, you're going to take the midi away? Watch me go down the post with the jump hooks with either hand. Oh, you're going to double team me? Watch me be the best passer in the league by a mile.
And he can facilitate, exactly. I'm glad that it's in the past couple of years, I would say that Giannis has shown that he's kind of over the hill with this experiment with Lillard and kind of that flopping. I'm happy that you guys chimed in on the fit of it. So I'm happy. He's a little bit too ball dominant to fit in with the Browns and Tatums, and then who are ball dominant. And in order to be successful, we've had bigs, but capable of shooting and posting up around. That's not where you want Giannis, right? You just be there.
Yeah.
Nobody defending him a la Ben Simmons, and he pump faking nobody. Ain't nobody. We're daring you to shoot that. Go ahead, shoot that. So yeah, and I appreciate the points.
If he has the attitude and mindset to say, you know what, I'm gonna let Tatum Brown do their thing, and I'm gonna be the best defender. I'm gonna be the best rebounder. I'm gonna set crazy screens. I'm gonna beat Dwight Howard and just roll and dunk on people all day. If he has that mindset, yeah, that's an incredible addition to any team.
Underrated component of KG and Allen coming in the way that they were in 07-08 is them
Sacrifice.
taking that back seat and sacrificing. Exactly.
Yep. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a cool idea, cool concept. I think the coaching today doesn't allow for it because coaches don't have no power, so he's going to do what he wants to do. Whereas 20 years ago, the coaches would be like, man, you're going to get down that block and you're going to run this offense. That's not happening today. And I think his whole dynamic and what it would take to get him is not worth it. The Celtics without him are favorite to win the Eastern Conference.
Right.
You don't need – you're not a desperate team. Let him go fight with the Lakers. And I know he said some words about L.A. recently, but let him try and go join LeBron or somewhere else. I don't know, with the Knicks because he can market himself a little better.
I think I've heard too.
Miami, yeah. Miami, I think, is a great fit. That's a great situation for him. But will he take to the coaching of Spo and Pat Riley's leadership?
All right, 617-779-0985. Let's go to Tim in Nashville. He wants to talk about the Celtics' depth. Tim.
Guys, this is the first time in a long time that the comfortability of the actual acquisitions that they've made gives them enough power, I think, just to win everything. I've never seen them this strong in a long time. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Appreciate it, Tim. Yeah. Cerrone, do you agree? Is this the strongest you've ever seen them?
Well, if they're all playing, let's say if they're all maxed out, they're all playing their best basketball. Yeah, I think they're better. I think they're better than the team they had that won a championship. And the biggest reason to me is Vucevic. The big reason they lost that series last year to the Knicks, I mean, real quick.
Yep.
Al Horford, Porzingis, and Luke Cornett combined, the three of them combined, I think, for 15 points and 8 rebounds. Three combined. You got nothing, absolutely nothing from the low post on that team, offensively and defensively, because Mitchell Robinson was probably the MVP of the series with his offensive rebounding, the way he's keeping plays alive, Hart in there rebounding. Al Horford was just kind of lost in that series. I felt bad for him. Karl Anthony Towns, he was the leading scorer, I think, for the Knicks in that series, a 19-20 a game, whatever it was. But this go-round, you have a guy that's going to he can probably give you 15 and 8 by himself in every series and every matchup in the playoffs. Cater's come a long way, being a real key player on this team. Garza, veteran guy, knows what he's doing around the rim, and I think that's a major strength for this team. Now, you don't have the Drew Holiday aspect of it, but I think Peyton Pritchard now is a better player than what he was a couple years ago. He's capable of carrying this team for a quarter or for a half, maybe even a full game, and that makes them a very dangerous team. If the Celtics are healthy through this thing and they're all playing at their best, Tatum is back to being Tatum.
Yep.
It's them and the Thunder. I'd be disappointed. I'd be highly disappointed. If the Celtics don't make the finals, this is a disappointing season in my book.
All right, let's take one more call before we go to break. Mike in the car. What's up, Mike? Mike?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, like, if they end up having to play the Cavaliers, outside of the fact that they got Harden, I think that does tell you something, though, that they got James Harden, because it's kind of a last run for them with that core that they have. Mm-hmm. So going into the playoffs for the Cavaliers, I mean, they have a different motive than the Celtics maybe, because that team has underperformed given the talent that they've had on that roster. So if you end up seeing them at some point in the playoffs, it's going to look like, Invincible versus Conquest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a tough fight. Like, they're not going to just go out. Like, they have really good defenders. Donovan Mitchell can score. Harden, like you said, if he's on and he's playing the right way and not playing like he's played in the playoffs maybe in the past, then it's going to be a harder series than I think other people are giving credit for. Similar to like how we looked at the Knicks last year.
Appreciate it, Mike. Listen, we got to take a quick break. Cerrone, I know you got something to say about that. You can do it when we come back, plus the players call, and we're going to wrap this baby up. Leroy and Cerrone, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Now, Leroy Irvin and Cerrone battle. Leroy and Cerrone on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Home.
Absolutely in agreement with you that the team that we all need to pay attention to, if we're Celtics fans, are the Cavs.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And then he brought up Invincible taking on Conquest. Can I just say this? And I did not know about that comic book before this series.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of characters getting their guts and stuff ripped out and healing over and over again.
What's the name of the show?
I get it. They're invincible, but
no, they're all not.
Well, yeah, they're not. Conquest clearly isn't.
I think it's leading to something, to a reason why. But he just keeps getting up. But if that was one of the coolest moments I've seen of any show.
It was.
In a long time.
But can I
say?
We
were on our feet like, yo.
I was sitting there holding my breath and saying, enough. But then it just goes away and heals. It kind of, and I get it. I get it for him especially. But then it starts happening with other characters and I'm like.
Certain ones.
Yeah, I'm like.
But I think there's an explanation for that coming. I don't know if you saw the most recent episode.
Yeah, I'm all caught up. Yeah,
Boss Man, something else, but there was no healing from some of the stuff.
Who's this barber? That cut.
You shaved clean.
That Caesar is sharp. He got the sharp, dark Caesar.
Nah, but when he hit him with the uppercut and he kind of sucked the room in like a tornado.
That was crazy.
Here we go.
That was crazy. All right, listen, we got to get out of here. It's time for the players' call.
Shout off Invincible.
All right, this is the time when we take time to show love and shout out somebody who's done something phenomenal in sports or in our everyday lives. And with that being said, hey, George, quickly, you got the mic. Go ahead.
All right, as I transition the camera over there on YouTube for the first time with the try shot, my player's call goes to the one and only voice of the Boston Red Sox, Mr. Joe Castiglione. He just recently announced on socials that he is cancer-free.
Yes.
So shout out to Joe Castiglione, the medical staff treating him. Joe, even though he's retired, he plans on calling some games in the booth this summer on the radio side. So my player's call goes to the 2024 Baseball Hall of Famer, Joe Castiglione.
Beautiful, beautiful. Cerrone, who you got?
I'm going to keep mine to a local talent. Shout out to, I'm going to make sure I get this name right, Tana Mayer, WNBA player. She was Dorchester native, first and foremost.
Stand up.
I think she went to Brooks High School, played at Boston College for a couple of years, and then she transferred to Duke and was selected 14th overall by the Seattle Storm in the WNBA draft. So shout out to Tana Mayer, who's the most recent local talent to be drafted into the WNBA. The one before that was Veronica Burton. Coming out of Newton, was drafted 7th overall and played for the Dallas Wings.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My player's call goes to Joe McMahon, his family. If you don't know this story, I don't know who this man is. I saw it and it just touched my heart. He suffered a heart attack during a rehearsal. He's a musician. He suffered a heart attack, and now his family and friends, they got a GoFundMe, support Joe McMahon's recovery. That's Joe, MCMAHON''S recovery. Look it up. Donate. I just want to say I wish him well. I wish his family well. I'm praying for a speedy recovery. Just a little bit of the story that I read. It really, really touched my heart. You don't need to know people. You don't need to have a personal connection with people in order to want the best for them. So, again, Joe McMahon, I'm wishing you the best. You get my player's call. Get strong, my brother, and bounce back. And you know what? I would love to see him play again. I think I would actually, if someone knows him, if you can reach out, and the next time he gets to perform, I would love to be there. All right, that's it for the show. Thank you all for tuning in. I believe we are. Yes, we are. We are back next week. So tell a friend to tell a friend. 2 to 5, Leroy and Cerrone. We're going to...